Peace, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's the Reaction Overlord. We're back with another video. Okay, so the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight is over, and a lot of people are saying that the Jake Paul hype train is over. The Jake Paul boxing experiment is now over. Me personally, I never really thought of Jake Paul as a real boxer. And this is coming from a professional boxer himself. I really don't talk about it on this channel, but on my other channel, everyone already know. But yeah, I am a professional boxer, so I know all the tricks and trades, the ins and outs, and everything. So I feel like I can talk about these type of things. And I never really thought about him as a real boxer, but after that fight, I can say I was wrong. He worked his behind off, Jake Paul, that is, to be in that position. Now, I don't think that he's a top tier boxer, but you can look at him as a novice. Tommy Fury as well. They both was novice. It was a 50-50 fight going into the fight. I honestly didn't know who was going to win the fight. I was hoping that Tommy Fury won, but some part of me thought that Jake Paul was going to win because it just seemed like he always just pulled it off, especially with that right hand. You can't deny his power, me considering him a boxer or not, or whoever. The boy got power in that right hand. Although he may not throw his punches correctly, and he telegraphed a lot of his movements, and he can probably use more feints in his technique, but I think he did good. I think both of them should be proud of themselves, and I think they should run it back. Now, I assumed that Jake was going to win, but I was pulling for Tommy Fury. But as we all know, Tommy won the fight, and Jake Paul knocked Tommy Fury down in the 8th and final round. Now, it was good going into the fight because from the opening bell, I noticed the difference between the two. Like, you can see Tommy Fury was the more seasoned, more polished boxer. You can see that he had just more of a ring generalship. He was using that jab. He was using combinations. He was using feints. The only time Jake was really catching him is when Tommy was standing still, which he really didn't start doing until like the mid of the 3rd round. I think I gave Jake the third. Yeah, I think I gave Jake the 3rd round. And I would have to probably make a separate video on the score, of course, how I scored the fight, because I would have to go back and watch the fight because I didn't write everything down. I'm just going off the top of the dome. Yeah, Jake, he was more so telegraphing his punches, and it's so crazy because Sean Porter, him commentating, he was saying that too. He picked up on it because I was saying, but he was being smart. He was trying to go to Tommy Fury's body. He was hoping that all that muscle, all that build, if he hit him to the body, that he would tire out later on in the fight, because I think that's what they was banking on. He had Jillian Love in his corner, who was formerly under the Mayweather promotions, and that's something like he would do, from something that Jillian would tell Jake that he learned from Floyd, that stretch the fight out, take him to the end of the fight and see if he's going to gas out, which it looked like he did started gassing out, which I think that's the reason how Jake was able to catch him with that stiff jab, knock him on his behind, because his feet wasn't planted right. He was up straight, and Jake just stepped that joint in, and he walked right into it, and he went right down. But overall, I think it was a good fight. I think it was good. Neither one of them had that much experience. Now, the thing I didn't like about this fight from in the beginning was before the fight, when I kept hearing about if had Jake Paul won, they were going to put him in the WBC rankings. Like, what did he do to deserve that? The same energy goes for Tommy Fury. What did he do to deserve to be put in the WBC rankings, or any of the sanctioning bodies, the IBF, the IBO, or the WBA. Like neither one of them to deserve to be. And I seen videos like Oscar De La Hoya and B Hop. They were saying that. Well, B Hop was more. He was saying he was in agreement. Oscar was like maybe top 30, but I think B Hop said the same thing. Like put him like in the top 30. Like no, put him in the top 40 or 50. If that's the case, if y'all was gonna rank them, because neither one of these guys for anyone. Like, see, Jake Paul, he's 26 years old, standing at a height of 6'1". He got a 76 arm reach. He's an orthodox fighter. Who did he fight? His pro debut, he fought Ali Gib, and that was back in January 30th, 2020. And then later on that year, in November of 28, he fought Nate Robinson. And then in 2021, in April 17th, he fought Ben Askren. And then in August 29th of 2021, he fought Tyron Woodley the first time. And then in December 18th of 2021, he fought Tyron Woodley the second time. And then he had a long layoff. And last year of October 29th, he fought Anderson Silva. And last night, he fought, a quote-unquote, his first real boxer, who was Tommy Fury. Now, who did Tommy Fury fight? Let's check that out. Tommy Fury, the TNT, 23 years old, from the United Kingdom. He stands at a height of 6 feet. Why they got him shorter than Jake Paul? When I don't know, because I thought he was taller than Jake Paul. It seemed like he was taller. Oh, anyway, he's an orthodox fighter. His pro debut was in 2018 against, man, I don't even want to try to butcher this dude named Harvard Jinjin and Juju. I'm sure someone please say that, because y'all, if y'all check out the box back, y'all will see it. And then in 2019, he fought Callum Aide. And then in December of 2019, he fought Przemysław Bernlington. He fighting all these guys who probably like from a Bratislava or something somewhere, who probably never fought. Then in 2020, he fought Gennady Karadzic. And then in 2021, he fought Scott Williams. Again in 2021, Jordan Grant. Again in 2021, Anthony Taylor. 2022, he fought Daniel Pushansky. And then right after that, his latest fight was Jake Paul, which he won. So neither one of them had no real experience for them to be even sanctioned. So that was my only gripe. So that's the reason why I went through that whole little list of their accomplishments thus far in the boxing world, because I wanted y'all to hear, if y'all didn't know already, the people that they fought. No one. But as far as themselves, yeah, I think it was good, because neither one of them fought anyone, so their competition was pretty much the same, which led to this fight to be 50-50. And I think it was a good fight. Tommy Fury ended up winning. You know, Jake Paul, he gonna run it back, and I'm sure he gonna do some stuff to try to make it go in his favor. They seen that Tommy was gassing out towards the end, so they probably might take it from an 8-round fight to a 10-round fight, or maybe even a 12-round fight, and try to put like some type of belt, kind of like how when Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought. So I don't know. But overall, it was a good fight. The co-main event, Badu Jack, that's my guy. Shout out to him. Congratulations, being a 3-time world champion, now up in the cruiserweight division. He stopped my man that Canelo was supposed to fight. I think Canelo would have stopped him too, though. But let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.